Hello all, this is just a little video that I'm putting together for the July challenge to have a few words about the way I see it and some suggestions. So hopefully it'll be relatively short because I really only want to get basic ideas across. So let's get stuck into it and let's see what I have to say. Right then. What is the June challenge all about? Made simple for those who are in for the first time. Now, here again, Pat has put this idea forward that he really wants people not particularly worried about the quality of the image, or although I would be, I'd like to see nice prints coming in. And it's as easy to do, it's all a part of your learning curve. But the whole idea is that everyone tries and get something submitted into this. It's extremely loose. If you don't, you can modify it and change it and cheat as much as you want to. The whole object here is to get as much images in as possible to make sure that the system is working relatively well. It's also designed especially for those who haven't entered or exhibited anything yet. I have started to send out to people who I know who may not necessarily be on the normal list information about this, and maybe you could also do the same. We sent out an email to lots of people who are on our list, on the Inoiga photographic group list, and if you're not on the list, please send your email to Etna so that she can put it out as an email. She's been doing absolutely wonderful work. The last challenge that we put out, most of that has been done by Etna, and it's, you can see the improvement in trying to get the wording right. It is quite difficult to try and get all the words in, because no matter what way we say it, we will always be picked up differently by different people. We try our best, but we will correct it as time goes on. So let's get stuck into what I'm suggesting. June challenge. We spent a long time trying to get this next sentence in. A call out to those who might find this challenging, especially if it's for your first time, or if you're frightened by or nervous by, or whatever it is stopping people from using this system. It's very important for us to use it because this is the way life is going to be, whether we like it or not. So the idea is to create a slideshow. Slideshows are relatively easy to produce. With 5 to 12 images in it, with a 3 to 4 second duration. The reason for this is that we would like it to be somewhere about a minute long, so it's not putting anybody under any pressure. And also we hope that we'll be able to put it up onto Instagram, because Instagram does not take up very long videos or slideshows. We're hoping that the 60 seconds will work. It's all experimental for us as well, so please help us. And you can make it either on one of your phone apps or on the system that we've been doing on the live stream during the course that we were doing from the app on your phone. Like on Windows 10 it's called Photo. Leave your name off the title in the text of the slideshow, because when we're getting it judged, the judging is just a part of our learning curve as to how to get it judged, and how to put comments up, and how to do the judging and whatever. It's not a matter of life and death. Don't be worried too much about it. It's just for the sake of us all learning what's involved in it. So it doesn't show. Submit the slideshow along with the best image from the slideshow. So obviously you'll have one good image using the portal on the Inoiga photographic website. I've done a video, the last one that I did, on how to put stuff up there. You can refer back to it. And I hope to put it into the description at the end of this video, how to get back to it as well. And you can yours must be submitted by the 25th of July. And this is the link to the website. It's on Friends of Inoiga. That is where the photographic group's website lives. That is its domain name. You can't click on it here in the slideshow, but it will be in the description, and hopefully be able to see it in the description as well. From the 27th to 28th of July, the photos will be up on the slideshow for you to do your judging in the judging system. We've explained that before. And if you don't know what we're talking about, just ring anyone who has done it, or indeed myself, and I will go through it with you. It's no trouble, because we really need every extra one. Don't be afraid to think, God, I know nothing, because we're all at that stage, and it's getting easier rather than difficult. So please join in with us. The subcode will be on the home page, and we hope to also get it up onto Instagram. That's where we're trying to keep it under the minute. Our members have done this slideshow before as part of the live stream when we were doing the little course, and I have put it up on YouTube, one of the ones that they have done. It's also at the end of the last video that I put up as well, the last live stream. Okay, suggestions for this. Some phones and tablets have inbuilt apps for creating slideshows. Just take your photographs on whatever theme you want to. You can literally go out into your back garden and take a few flowers and put it in. Don't worry too much about the content. This has got more to do with the logistics of trying to get it up and try and include as many people as possible. Pat has found an app, and Etna has found an app in the App Store, or in the Play Store. Play Store if you're using an Android phone, App Store if you're using the iPhone. These are both on the Android system in Google Play, or in the Google Play Store. Now, when you are downloading stuff from Google Play in the Play Store, be very careful not to sign up for unwanted products. And you'll see because they're free, they want to sell you something. So just be careful. These are the two that we have suggested. Now, they're by no means perfect. They're quite easy to use. They take a little bit of effort to use. They're quite interesting, but be careful. They'll keep on trying to sell you stuff. If you can find an app on your phone or on your tablet that does it, it's even better, because it doesn't have all these adverts lying around in it. So the first one I'm going to explain to you, which we've done a video on before, and if you want a video for this, and I'll put a link in as well into the link underneath. It was live stream 7. It was about ISO, and 41 minutes in, I go through step by step how to use photo on Windows on your laptop. You type in photo here. That's what the app looks like. You click on it. And if it's not there, you can go into the Microsoft Store, put into Store, this is for your laptop now, not for your phone, and you can get it there. It is free, and you can put it in. There's where you get it. You can also get Adobe Photoshop Elements here as well, and then you just get it. Okay, now if you want more information about how to use this system, just go back to that live stream that I have done previously, and I'll put a link in the description as to how to get back to it. Okay, and that's what it looks like when you get to it, and then you obviously have to go to produce a slideshow, and new video is what you go for. They call video and slideshow the same difference, right? Now, the next bit is how to get to our website, which we have been showing you in the previous one when you get to it. I'm having a little bit of difficulty at present. It's not just performing the way I would like it to. It's the fairies have got into it. But if you go to the front page, which I've given you the link to, that's what it'll look like. Gary's photograph is up there from the last time. This is where you go for the live streams. Just click on that and it'll bring you to the page with the live streams. But I've it modified slightly, and underneath that I have challenging upload. That's where you put in the challenge for your upload. You can put it in there, or I will also hopefully have it up here on the top line. It's just the fairies are stopping me from doing it at present. If you go to members gallery, it's underneath there. Or if you go into members gallery, you can see the other challenges from previous challenges. The photographs are there as well, and member stuff from live streams and whatever are also there. But hopefully I'll get it back there before the time comes. It's just fairies have got the better of me. So I was explaining that to you. When you hit that download button, you'll come up with this. So you upload your slideshow here. You add the file. Your slideshow, 10 megabytes is what I have it set for. That will go in. If you need to put in something bigger than 10 megabytes, give give me a call and I will work out a system for you to be able to get it in. And then your best image you put in here. Now, if you're doing this for the first time and you're not able to do all these things, and this sounds way too difficult, just put in an image, any image, one you've taken in the past, one somebody else has taken, doesn't matter. Just get it in there so we get you used to putting stuff in, right? You put in your name and your last name and your email. When there's a little star, you have to put in information. On this, okay, don't worry about that one up there, the required one up there. That drives everybody mad. Don't worry about that at all. Just leave it there. The upload one, I haven't put a star there or on this one, which means that you don't have to put one into both. I normally have a little star there to help you to put it in right, but we've made it particularly simple on this one for the people who are just joining us for the first time. So this is what I want to talk to you. Hear me talking about that. I'll put links in the description underneath of YouTube. I tried to do one of my own, but I haven't been putting too many descriptions of links in underneath. So this is where the video is, and underneath the video you usually have a little bit more information, right? And this is where this person has put in, and there they put in a link where you just double click on it, and sometimes there's more information, so you see just more there. I haven't been putting in very much on the bottom of my ones, so the show more isn't there. There's usually only just one line of information there, and I haven't been putting links in, but that's where it will be, and I will promise I'll put it in on this one, so you'll see links in there to previous stuff that we have done. So now let's head off to the phone and talk about putting apps into the phone. This will also apply if you want to put the coronavirus app in. It works in more or less the same system. Not all phones accept it. My phone didn't accept it. But you go to the Play Store or the App Store if you've got an iPhone, and you click on it. This is the one that Pat suggests, and this is what it looks like when you get to Google Play. Be careful that you don't get dragged into stuff that you don't want to put for. If you keep on saying no to adverts, they eventually give it to you. All right, free, and it's great when you get there. Pat found this one very easy to work with. Now, when you're putting these slideshows together, I suggest that you set it at a ratio of 16:9. You can put any size ratio photograph into it that you want to, but leave the format size to be 16:9 because that fills the whole screen. You can put square and rectangle and all sorts of shapes into it, but starting with 16:9. And Pat has managed to do this on this one, because if you know about these things, it's handy to know about it. If you don't, and this is all over your head, don't worry about it. It will eventually come to you. This is for there's always a bit for everybody. So when you go to get it, they will ask you to sign into your Google account. If you don't have a Google account, life isn't worth living. The nerds of this world and Mr. Google want you to join to have a Google account. So you have to sign into one, and you have to sign in to get the Google app, and once you're into it, it gives you a lot of advantages, being able to put stuff into our system and whatever. It's just one of those things we don't have much choice with. So you sign in, and then you put in your email. You follow all the little bits and pieces along as you are going, putting in the email and putting in your bits and pieces and following it on next. Now, this is just a link that came that I have right on the link, and it'll often pop up like this. This would be from Friends of Anoiga or something like that, where it would have come from. So that's where it is. Just click on that and bring you along. Another way of getting into it. We're back to the Google account, trying to get into it and go through the next. Drives you mad for a while. This is normal. And then when you get into it, they keep on asking you a whole load of questions. The problem is to know which ones to say yes to and which ones to confirm and which ones not to confirm. If you don't give them something, you don't get anything, because remember, it's free. There's nothing free in this world. So in some of these ones, you read through it and protect your account. That's okay, so we confirm that one. This is the one that we're looking for, the one that Pat suggests, and we obviously have to say continue because they're talking bits about it. Slideshow Maker Video Editor, Slideshow Make this Video Editor install on your device. Well, you have to say yes to that. And then that's the way it'll come, and you just hit the install button and it should install, right? When it gets into the system, it'll look something like that as a little logo. So you hit on it and it will let you into the actual system itself. When you go into the system, it'll be asking you these sort of questions. It'll be asking you to allow it to go into your media files. Well, you have to, because that's where your photographs are taken. They can either be taken on your phone or on your camera. You can swap them around. There's no end of possibilities. You just think about something that you can do, and there's 90% chance of possibility. So obviously you have to allow that one. Then when you get into it, it gives you a whole load of options as to where you can get your photographs from. So in this case, it's going to be gallery. We'd hardly be using Facebook or Instagram or searching. I presume searching is searching the web. When you've got all that, you hit gallery, and then it brings you into it. They all do something similar to this, to all the photographs that are on your gallery. And I went out into the garden and I took 2 photographs by accident. That's just of a sign, a flower, a seat, more flowers, a bird, and whatever, and a bit of rhubarb. So you just then there's one that I was experimenting with. So you just put a little tick onto the ones that you want, and they start to fill up this area down here. If you don't want to put it in by accident, you can exit there. And then that's how it works. This is the one that and then it eventually goes to make the slideshow at the end. At the end, we're trying to end up with an MPEG-4 or a WMV file. If it's not that and it's something else, we'll try and work around it and find a way around it. These things all give issues, and the last time we were doing it, there was quite a few issues. And every time we have an issue and there's a problem with somebody, we all learn big time. So don't you be concerned if you're the one whose system it won't work on. We may not actually succeed in getting it done, but most times we do, and then we all learn something from it. And sometimes it's very simple, and sometimes it's just compatibility. So this is the other one, the one that Etna has, and she suggests, and I found this one quite good. I liked this one. So when you go into it, it keeps on sending this stuff up to you. Trial of 7 days, whatever, trying to get you to join in. And then they make another attempt again. And then they're looking for, this is for the free trial version. Well, maybe that's the VIP one. You don't want that one. Right, and then you come in here and you tell them that they're great or whatever. And then you get to eventually, when you get rid of all the stuff, you get to this screen. And editor is the one you want to go into. Go into editor, pick the ones you want, as I was saying to you the last time. It comes down here, you add more stuff to it. And when you've got enough to it, you hit the next. When you get in here, it will allow you to change a whole load of styles. So you just hit whichever style you want. And then if you move on to music by hitting this one, it'll give you a whole load of different sorts of music. So you decide upon which music you want, which is copyright free, which is great, is what we want. Otherwise, YouTube gets excited. So you pull that down and it comes in, and then it downloads the music if you want it. In this particular case, and then it gives you the slideshow. Then it gives you all these edit bits down here of duration, text, aspect ratio, which we were talking about. So the duration is the amount of time that each slide goes on for. It gives you a slideshow of it. This one here shows you the different ratios. I said have it set up for 16:9, but then when it goes into the slideshow, it doesn't matter what size image you put in, but that's giving you the overall screen. Or if you're shooting for slideshow, I think 16:9 is a good ratio to shoot for, whether you're shooting in your camera or on your phone, and they're all changeable on the phone. Duration can be changed here, and then when you're all ready, you go export. And it exports it. And then when it's exported, you can say where you want to put it. Do you want to send it to YouTube or whatever? This doesn't apply to a lot of us. Send it straight out in WhatsApp. I went save to gallery because you want to be able to send it on to us afterwards. And save it to gallery. And then when it comes in, it gives you all these options. Doesn't let you do these ones because you have to pay for it. But these two are I didn't go for the high definition 720. I went for the lower one, the 480, so that we have, you can't remove the watermark off it because you haven't paid for it. Then it does this, and then the job is done. And then it tries to sell you some more, right? And then it'll even still try to sell you, but there's your little slideshow up on top. and then that's the way it ends up at the end. Every one of these handles it differently, so that's the way it ends up, and it has called it an MPEG-4 at the end, which is really handy for us. So, and then when you see it in the I don't know why I have that one in. Okay, this is just if you go into the ordinary phone and go to your ordinary, that's what that was. If you go into your phone and go to your gallery, go into this one here, into gallery on your phone, you can have gives you a whole load of images. Very often it allows you to produce a slideshow there. You don't need any app to do it, and that's a much easier way. And none of these adverts coming at you. Okay, but it very much depends upon your phone, all right? So they're all the bits and pieces that I have to say about that. So I would like to really encourage you all to put stuff in. That was a really quick run through. Maybe it's too advanced for the people who are just starting, but they're the ones I really want to get in. So if you know anybody who falls into this category, the people we know, those who haven't been exhibiting, because there are so few in our actual group, our photographic group, that we need absolutely everybody. We don't want to lose anybody. And if you are one of the people who have exhibited before and put stuff into it, please put stuff into this, because it helps both Pat and Etna and I to feel enthusiastic that we are achieving something with this, with these live streams, and with the downloading of images and the challenges that we are putting up to you. I'll be asking a few people to come along and help us with little interviews that I hope to do with people on different subjects, especially for the August one. The August is a really nice one, but let's not go there yet. Thank you all very much for listening. Send messages to your friend. Let us know how we can improve it, and we will see you when we're showing you the live stream. So take care. Bye to all.